Yo, this is the last show of this week for us. We put on a lot of shows this week.
We did a lot of shows.
We got some fun stuff to talk about. Walmart 2030, Tesla sharing private videos, and older workers.
The people really want to know.
Yeah.
Spent some time with some older workers this week.
And they were no joke.
They were
the
showing,
real, you know.
showing the kids how it's done. Showing the kids how it's done. Oh my
Man,
gosh.
what a week, Paul. Have you any level of recovered at this point yet?
No, not yet. I'm looking forward to Easter weekend.
Yeah.
It's always a great weekend in our house, and we spend a lot of time with friends and family, going to church on Sunday. Got a little brunch planned. I know a lot of people, there's nothing like Easter brunch. There's something about it.
Yeah.
How about you? What are your plans?
We got a chill weekend. We got, the Easter egg hunt at the church, and I'm running sound on Sunday, so it's like a full. It's like
gotta make sure it's right.
thing.
That's why. Yeah.
Doing another show, doing another thing.
I don't have any
Every
responsibilities
day.
on Sunday. I am officially off duty.
There we go.
Oh man. Well, it has been an amazing week spending time like in so many dealerships with so many dealers and porters and PDI techs and BDC managers and community managers. Like that is what, I mean, that's why we do what we do.
Yep,
But the bottom line is we at customers, it's amazing to be in so many different stores of all different levels, and then to get together in Texas with people at the Live Tonight Show. By the way, if you haven't seen it, you have to go watch it because
you got to go check it out. You can go to ASOTube, ASOTU.be, and check it out. It's right there at the top of the channel. Check out that live stream. You can tab through it, have a lot of fun. It's just like the conversations were great. The segments were great. It was fun at the beginning. We had
Cirillo had us all laughing.
Oh,
like
he had us
I have
sideways.
to say, the first like 7 or 8 minutes of the show were just made me smile so much. And we literally, Kyle and myself and Michael Cirillo literally sang "Who Let the Dogs Out" with an entire live band.
It was unbelievable.
Actually happened. Cirillo's like, wow, that was really a full send, wasn't it?
Full send. We went full send on that thing. We were
We did
hyped
actually
up the
tie it
crowd.
back to the auto industry and have some serious, meaningful
We
conversations.
did,
Because
absolutely.
why
Because
can't
hey, look,
we can have our
this-
cake and eat it too?
this is the type of industry that is
handle
extremely
it.
fun and ridiculous, but also we tie it down to business on a daily basis. So we just mashed
Yes.
those up and had a whole bunch of fun.
So it was so good. We also are announcing this very shortly, a collab that's coming up. But in Tampa, we were on the road and we were filming a TV show in dealerships, 3 different dealerships, and we're going to be premiering that show in Tampa on May 2nd. It's during the Digital Dealer Conference. So first night of Digital Dealer, we need you all to come out and join us for the live premiere, red carpet, step and repeat, happy hour. If you're going to Digital Dealer or you're anywhere near the Tampa area, tickets are like super cheap, like $15 if you're a dealer. Or like, it's just like, it's like movie night with your family with happy hour. I've never been to a movie night with alcohol.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Well, I mean, I guess
I mean, I'm sure there's people that do.
I have, but
There's
it's like
theaters
happy
that are
hour plus the movie. I think it's going to be a really great time. So more on that. You can go to ASO2X.com and see the very preliminary information about that. But some people bought tickets already. So
There you go.
and I guess there is a possibility. We're going to be at the Tampa Theater, which is gorgeous. And there is an outside chance we sell out of tickets, which if we do, it's going to be ruckus. We're going to have to sneak out through the back door. Let's talk about some news because we have some news to talk about. There's always the world spinning. So the company that has over 5,000 stores, all of these stores within a 10-mile radius of 90% of Americans, that's just about everybody. Walmart,
it is. There
Walmart is now committing to build a charging network across the country as part of a deal with Electrify America by
In the year 2030.
by the
Adam.
year 2030. Oh yeah, by the year 2030. So here's a quote from their recently appointed senior vice president of energy transformation. That's a heck of a title. Vishal Kapadia. He says, we have the ability to address range and charging anxiety in a way no one else can in this country. And he also said that Walmart is planning on developing their own charging stations. And since they have, this is a staggering number, 240 million customer visits per week.
To brick and mortar stores. That's unbelievable.
A week. I mean,
They've got all the data they need. They've got all
That's-
the data they need
That's
to know
more
exactly
than all the adults in the country.
who's driving there, what they're buying, all of the signals that they need to have.
How they're charging their car, how they're using them. Are they coming in
Yep.
full? Are they staying there? So there's going to be a major contribution to the charging network.
Yeah, it's kind of like putting gas stations up everywhere because there's those in 10 miles of everyone in America.
Yeah, there are. You know what else is within 10 miles? Not quite a GM dealership, but it's pretty close to that. It's like 20
Pretty
miles.
close. Pretty close. Yeah.
It's
So
like 20 miles.
I think, this is just going to be the way that it has to go. There's going to have to be multiple types of, we've seen Subway. Now we've seen Walmart. Kohl's was actually a super early adopter of some level of charging network. We're just going to see more and more of these retail establishments or food and restaurant establishments alongside dealerships, alongside public and private charging networks. And all of that combined is what will tie together to be able to give people the access to these chargers. But it was really interesting. We actually were talking to a salesperson this week
I was literally thinking of this story.
that said, it's a real cool car. I sell it. I love the vehicle.
Talking
But
about
there's-
a Kia EV6.
The EV6, there's no way that I could practically buy that thing right now because I'm in an apartment. I'm in an apartment. So how would I,
It doesn't
in
fit my
like a
lifestyle.
natural way, in my lifestyle, think about going somewhere, stopping for half an hour and charging this thing? And this is probably it's a younger person that probably does a lot of their shopping online. It's not like they're walking in and going to the mall, spending 45 minutes there and then charging their vehicle while they're doing it.
Yep.
And they even said they had the insight to say is I can't go fast charging my car every time I need to charge it because the half-life on the battery is going to be brutal.
See, now that's somebody who understands the technology, and he was
Right.
younger. He's probably like in his early 20s.
Yeah.
And I never, like, an informed customer thinks about that.
Yeah.
If I live in an apartment and I know that fast charging my battery all the time is really bad for it, that really does. But I have not heard that argument put together once yet.
Nailed it.
Not once.
Education as you go through dealerships.
Well,
There
speaking
you
of
go.
electric vehicle companies, right trigger button. Let's get that in.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's been a few days since you've been on the trigger button. It's okay.
That
Everyone will
is-
forgive you.
that's
It's okay.
That's true. On the road, we don't have the trigger buttons. Tesla employees have been privately sharing highly invasive videos and images recorded by customers' car cameras. They record via video when you're not around your car, in their internal messaging system, according to interviews by Reuters with 9 former Tesla employees. Some recordings were mundane, but some were embarrassing or potentially dangerous situations. Included were instances of road rage, personally identifiable information, right? Like, where this car is, where this person lives,
Right.
and what's a good hidden camera without some nudity, right?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, they're taking these images and they were just like making memes out of things on the internal network. One video actually showed like an amphibious vehicle that was used in a James Bond film, and guess who owned that one?
Yeah, boy.
It was Elon Musk's garage. I
Elon,
wonder if
yeah.
he knew that or not. I mean,
Oh yeah, I wonder if it was like if
like,
he
yo, look at this video I
purposely-
found. And they memed it, and he was like, "Whoa, hold on a minute."
Whoa, now
So
with
Tesla
any-
hasn't commented on this
it's-
yet.
Yeah, and
Right.
it's not anytime you put data in the hands of individuals, you're always at risk of this. And so it's going to be highlighted because Tesla's like one of the largest companies in the world, which has a lot of public, the public eye is on it a lot right now. And so the digging around was clearly going to be done. But it's still, when you think about the numbers of cameras, the numbers of the amount of data that vehicles are taking right now, people are starting to think of them similar to how, back 5-7 years ago, we started thinking about what phones had access to, both in the audio and the video and all of the things that a phone had access to. We're starting to now go, oh, the technology of a vehicle is coming up to that place. So that's just going to be more data specification along the lines within the manufacturers to make sure that it's locked down at the employee level, locked down at the personal level. But we knew Tesla would be the first ones probably to get the little bell ringing,
man. I mean, people
it's
get
nuts.
worried about like having phones or Alexa systems. Where is all that information going? But cars, are
Slack
everywhere.
threads, baby. Slack threads.
That's right. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I'm sure that
Unreal.
exists. We'll find out about that.
It's
sometime.
unfortunate, and it's just something to know, right? Because this is, again, how do we tie this back to today at the dealership? Well, good chances are this type of article is going to run all through the consumer network. It's going to go on Reddit. It's going to hit airwaves. Everybody's going to be talking about it. And your customers are going to come in looking at technologies within their cars, and they're going to have some level of concern. So meeting that with empathy, understanding it from an education level, how your OEM is dealing with these privacy concerns is going to be important for every salesperson, every sales manager.
And if you're an OEM, it's time to issue statements.
Yep.
Right now,
talking about it.
Arm your stores, because if it's in a consumer's mind already, tell your stores how you're treating it. And that gives you a chance to kind of like one up a competitor, right? Like it's happened with Tesla. Now's your chance to talk about how you're going to make sure that never happens at your brand. Get to it. All right. Speaking of getting to it.
There you go. There you go. Got him back in the game. Here we go. As retailers face continual staffing problems, many are turning to older workers who are deemed more reliable and willing to work than younger generations, according to a Wall Street Journal report. This recent survey showed that individuals over age 75 and older are not only unafraid of hard work, but 75% of them crave it. In comparison, it was in the low 60s percentage-wise in the 18 to 35 bracket. So you've got just more people willing to put in the hard work, even in older demographics that are in that retirement age, that are craving and still going back into work. One of the really cool stories that was noted was of a gentleman named Kip Conforti, who owns a couple of package shipping stations in none other than Pennsylvania. He was highlighted in the article for his decision to recruit older workers, saying it took longer to train older workers, but the extra time was worth it. He said, once they get it, it's refreshing. I say that's what they're doing today. And it's what they're doing today, and it gets done. Their shift starts at 9. They're here at 8:50. It's their work ethic. So that's why he's hiring them.
Well, listen, there is something that there's so much purpose that comes with hard work and so much fulfillment that comes with hard work. And look, the auto industry knows this, right?
Absolutely.
We work hard, but the word fulfillment came up 17,000 times in our interviews with auto dealer employees this week. The word fulfillment kept coming up over and over and over. And these are some of the hardest working dealerships across the country. And there's a tie between hard work and fulfillment. So this older generation that is saying like we're literally, they're craving fulfillment, right? They understand that the hard work is the path to fulfillment. And so, man, anyone that you can get that has that desire, that craves the fulfillment of hard work, I mean, gosh. And so let's talk about some of the older workers that I hate putting an age on this, but according to the US government, over 40 years old is a protected class. So Kyle, be careful what you say.
Oh no.
Be careful what you say.
I'm going to start calling you and Cirillo the protected class up in the world.
You're going to get some EEOC notifications.
Oh no.
No, but we talked to a lot of older workers, and they like people who are parents and grandparents. And let me tell you something. They found purpose in what they did. And no matter what the role is, whether they were a PDI tech or a manager, you could tell
people cling to them. You know, like they are attracted. Everybody else is attracted to being close to them as employees. And that's, I think, for me, as I'm in the younger demographic of this study,
watch it. You're not allowed to say the word younger.
Of the study. Okay. Of the study. But for me, I understand that there's this hesitation, especially in a technology driven world, that the training to go, you know, hey, this is how we're utilizing this technology, tying that in. I've seen the struggles of generations that didn't grow up
for sure
deeply rooted with technology at their fingertips to do that training. But I agree that once everything is like understood, the work ethic and the desire to do a great job is locked in. And so this is just an encouragement. I mean, any way right now that you can challenge the status quo on hiring and recruiting is a way that you should be researching and understanding. And so this is just, hey, look, make sure the options are out there and you're looking in every different angle and every different space to figure out where your next employee comes from in a time where we're searching for people like crazy.
Kind of reminds me of a line from our monologue. If you are willing to work hard and care about a people, there's a place for you here in this industry. Thanks for spending time with us here this week. Check out the Recharge email tomorrow, asodu.com.